Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand.
Hello, Iowa! So I gotta tell you, the reason why I love Iowa is because you know how to fight and you know how to win campaigns. And who's gonna beat Steve King next election? Iowa and JD. He's gonna do it. And what about Teresa Greenfield? Is she gonna be in the US Senate in 2020? Yes, she is. And thank you for sending Cindy and Abby. They've made such a difference already. I gotta tell you, I got my start in politics because I had a grandmother who loved politics. She was a woman who never got to go to college, and she was a secretary in our state legislature. But she spent the next 2 generations organizing women to get involved in politics, to go door to door, to knock on doors, stuff envelopes, make phone calls. My first campaign experience was when I was about Henry's age, about 11 years old. And I'm in a hot campaign headquarters where everyone's stuffing envelopes. And the ladies are all wearing sleeveless dresses, and they're just stuffing. And as an 11-year-old girl, I am mesmerized by their arms, those jiggly arms. They're just jiggling. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I want to be just like them someday. Jiggly arms for everybody. So my grandmother taught me a lot of things. The one thing she taught me is that nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible if you're willing to put your mind to it, if you're willing to work hard and never give up. And you know what? I learned that lesson from her. So if you want to get something done in Washington, just tell me it's impossible, and I promise you I'll get it done. Because that's what I've done every step of my career. When I first ran for Congress in 2006, everyone said it was impossible. My pollster said, Kirsten, you can never win New York 20. I said, yeah, but I could raise the money, get my message out, I could clearly win. He said, Kirsten, you can't win. There's more cows than Democrats. You just can't win. But sure enough, we won. And we won again, and the second time we won by a 24-point margin. So I know how to win in red places and blue places and purple places. As a freshman senator, when I went to the Senate, I met with a man who was serving in our military. He was willing to die for our country, but he was told every day he had to lie about who he was and who he loved. I went to Democrats and said, we need to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And they said to me, Kirsten, why are you doing this now? It's so inconvenient. And I said, when are civil rights ever convenient? You do it because it's the right thing to do. And so I stood up to the Pentagon and we repealed it. Not impossible. When I met with the 9/11 first responders, they said they needed desperate health care. And they said, it's impossible, Kirsten. No one will ever spend money in New York State. But sure enough, we went and we knocked on every door. We lifted up their voices. Just last week, we made the 9/11 health and compensation bill permanent. Not impossible. So the only question that Iowa asks me, the only question is, can you beat President Trump? Yes, we can. It is not impossible. We will beat him at the ballot box. Now, President Trump has done some of the worst things I can imagine as president. He's divided us. He's spewed hate and division everywhere he goes. He has separated and divided this country in a way. So we need a president who's brave. We need a president who will take on the battles that no one else will. We need a president who will bring Congress together to pass the Green New Deal, put a price on carbon, get health care as a right and not a privilege, take on the NRA, and end gun violence in this country. These goals are not impossible. We will together defeat Trump and get things done because that is who we are as Iowa Democrats. We will defeat Trump. God bless you.